According to the WWF, the world is currently putting too many demands on its natural resources. It's heading for an ecological recession, similar to the economic crisis being felt around the world. Launching their Living Planet Report 2008, the president of the WWF spelt out the effects being felt around the globe.
Our human footprint, that is the impact we have on the Earth, is now nearly 30% bigger than the planet's ability to regenerate. In other words, at the rate we are going at present, by the year 2030, which is only just 20 years away, we will need not only one, but 2 planets to sustain our consumption.
The report includes a Living Planet Index, which looks at what's happened to 1,700 different animal species over 3 decades.
On average, there is a decline of 30% over the last 30 years in the health of those populations. Important to note that's a global average, so the decline in the tropics is much worse, more than 50%.
They also looked at whether different countries were living within their own resources and how many of them have become ecological debtors, using more than they have.
If you looked at 1961, most of the countries of the planet were living at a level of resource consumption that their own territories could sustain. They were using less biocapacity than their own country contained. If you fast forward up to today, nearly half a century later, you find that 3/4 of the world's population is living beyond the means of their own country, are consuming much more resources than is provided by the biocapacity of their own country.
With the continuing issue of climate change, the biggest problem facing the world is stress on water supplies.
Water scarcity is really the looming crisis. We talk a lot about climate change. The fact is that climate change will be felt first and most strongly in the area of water resources. You can see great increases in drought, see increases in storm events and flooding. You can see a lot of problems coming in water over the next decade or two, and climate change is one of the drivers.
They now want to see a change in how resources are used and for a new sustainable economic order. It's described as a global Green New Deal, similar to the one set up by US President Harry Truman in the 1930s for the economy. Now the aim is to create wealth and prosperity while countering the impact on the environment.
We are at a point where we realize that some of the methods of the past and some of the practices of the past just do not provide answers for the future. So we need growth, we need employment, we need to reduce poverty, and we do not think that what's available today, without a change of thinking, will get there. And that's where the greening thing comes in, because it is a multiplier both for growth and for jobs as well as for reducing poverty.
The WWF believes vital action needs to be taken on a global scale. It wants to see financial resources put into the Green New Deal to ensure a new economic order is put in place that is both sustainable and economically viable.